All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another great session with the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, the story of Nigeria is one that breaks the heart. A country with the worst amongst its citizens at the helm of affairs. And it all became worse since the APC took over in 2015. Under the APC, we have had the worst collection of leaders in 8.5 years than this country has had since inception. And the essence of this video is to spread awareness to Nigerians on the need to brace themselves up against the APC in the forthcoming gubernatorial elections in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa states. We are already aware that INEC is heavily compromised. The judiciary is even worse. So the people must stand up for their votes. If the people of Abia could do it, then the people of Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa can also do it, because the plan of the APC in those three states is that of evil and not of good, to bring the states to destructive ends. Look at Kogi State. The APC presented a total disgrace of a human being as a gubernatorial candidate. I listened to this man speak and I was shocked to my bones. The video quickly began making the rounds, and well-meaning Nigerians began encouraging the people of Kogi State to massively reject the APC and their doom of a gubernatorial candidate. But before I show you that video, let me quickly show you the words of Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere on the Imo State gubernatorial elections. See the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we man this podium, we are fully aware that there is no story about our dear Imo State you already do not know. There is no aspect of misgovernance I will talk about you have not personally experienced. Imo to us is an open book, and this book we must not allow them to shut down without writing all the wrongs and bad narrative for which our dear state is now known. The last few years in Imo State have been years of gloom, pain, and ruthless leadership. No strata of the society, no sector, no community, and absolutely no person in Imo State has been spared of the horrible dark side of a stolen mandate. Whether you are backing the government or against the government, whether you are sitting on the fence or just sitting in your house, whether you are just minding your business or just asking innocent questions, whether you are employed or unemployed, rich or poor, of the political class or from the artisan community, we all are victims of this government in Imo State that we never elected. So I stand before you today with my brothers in the PDP with a sense of purpose as Imo embarks on another journey of transition. As you know, our great party have chosen Senator Samuel Anyanwu and his deputy, Honorable Jones Onyeriri, as the flag bearers for the November 11th governorship election in Imo State. Likewise, Senator Dino Melaya for Kogi and Governor Diri for Bayelsa. It is not just a mandate by the party, but a mandate by the people of Imo to recover Imo from the brinks. So I want you to understand the weight of this moment and the gravity of the task at hand. These and many other considerations have shaped our decision in recent time. Consider the current state of our beloved Imo. It languishes in darkness. It aches in shudders in despair. We have endured the loss of our peace, our security, and even our loved ones. Now they seek to extend this suffering for another 4 years. We cannot renew a mandate that in the first place we did not give. They have turned our state into a den of robbers, a playground for corruption, impunity, and violence, and have ravaged and destroyed our institutions and our businesses and our communities. Take a look at Imo today. We have lost our right to free speech. We have lost our right to freedom. We have lost our right to even fair politicking. Go around Owerri. Only that of the ruling government in Owerri that have campaign billboards standing in Owerri. Those of other candidates have either been pulled down or have been barred from erecting one. Where has that happened before? And he thinks that if he shuts down a fair contest, he will win. He will need to do much more to stop Imo people. Our nightlife is gone, a shadow of his former self. The business traffic into Owerri on weekends have fizzled out. Businesses are packed up and left Imo. There is a huge drop in commerce because Imo is now a playground for political berberism.
You heard him. And everything Honorable Ikenga said in this video is true. And just like the people of Abia, the people of Imo must come out massively and vote the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate Ethan Achonu, and they must defend their votes from the fraudulent INEC by fire, by force. The fight to dismantle the APC through confrontation must start now. Now, let me show you the video of the gubernatorial candidate of the APC in Kogi State. There have been many worries that the man has nothing upstairs. Some Kogites have said that even though the people will not vote him, it is wrong for him to even be on the ballot in the first place. After I saw this video, I realized that those who said it is an aberration to have him on the ballot were absolutely correct. Listen to APC's candidate call himself a married woman.
To want to show you that I am a good man of the world, I am a married woman. I am responsible.
You heard him. This is very, very shameful. I couldn't believe my ears. I played that video almost 10 times over to be sure of what I heard. This is the level that the APC is dragging this country to. And I'm sharing these things so Nigerians, especially the youths, can be vexed in their spirit and set aside sentiments so we can rise up against the political elites who do not mean well for this country. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by TY says, "And you expect good governance from this guy? Jokes on them if that is the best they can produce." It is not about good governance for them. It is about what they can get, how they can loot the nation's treasury. And Muhammad Mukhtar here says, "He is not the best we can produce. He is the one the governor is trying to impose on us by all means. But God will put him to shame." Amen for the people of Kogi. And this tweet by Olashukbo Jakes says, "She wants them to come out and vote en masse. The funny thing is that they clapped for Ododo when he said he is a married woman." Ha 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 ha. Oh, this is so shameful. And this tweet here says, "And they clapped for her. Kogi people, lovers of backwardness." Oh, this one enter. And this tweet by Toby Akimbo says, "May God have mercy." I'm telling you, God really needs to have mercy on this country. And this tweet by Niger Lato says, "How did this man become a governorship candidate? That is the big question. How did he even get into that corridor in the first place? How did he get close to that place where he could even be nominated?" This tells you the caliber, the quality of people that go into politics in this country. It is the thugs, the worst amongst us, that aspire to become leaders. This is a call to responsible members of the society to begin to try their hands in politics. We can't just leave the business of governance to the thugs, to the certificate forgers and the killers. Let us go into politics and be determined to do it right, like His Excellency Peter Obi. Now, let me show you how APC's rigging template that was prepared for Imo, Kogi and Bayelsa election was totally exposed. See the video.
Uploaded is the same exact time. Look at this one, 1509, 1509. That is 3 p.m. 0902, 3 p.m. 0902, 3 p.m. 0902, 3 p.m. 0902. All these people were accredited between 3 p.m. 0902. What they are saying is that 1,000 people, 200 people come to the polling unit, they put their finger before you can say jack. 100 have been accredited in 3 p.m. 0502. Same. Now, in the course of our investigation, we now went further. This is the same in the soup. Now, in the course of our investigation, we now went further to now check, to now find out, give me that one. To now find out, get this stamped. And guess what? After they discovered that this forgery has leaked, what they now did, they took this accreditation, that is the fake one, and put it in a system, and then draw a diagram and started shifting the time. So what they now were doing now, they will now say 3 p.m. 05, 3 p.m. 010, 3 p.m. 015. You know, they are not that too intelligent. Now the question is, how were you still able in gap of 5 seconds, 10 seconds to have accredited thousands of people? And now the question is, why didn't they shift it down? Because they have rigged the election with high number of people. If they keep shifting it within the gap of, let's say, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, they will require this election to go to 3 weeks before they can get it done. And that's why you see them still trapped. This has happened. And this is what they are exporting to Kogi and Bayelsa. So you may think that you are winning, only for somebody to go and write 1 million results, and then you say, oh, let me see the BVAS report. That BVAS report will show 1 million, but when you see the back end report, you will now see that all the thing was accredited in the same seconds, the entire 1 million. That is the highest level of fraud. This is the reason I review, if you remember, the compromise of the voter register. Many people ask me that election will be by fingerprint. Those who compromise the voter register, what are they going to do? How are they going to do it during accreditation? I told you that if anybody can compromise the voter register and put in fake name, that person must have devised a means to bypass accreditation so he can use that high number to say he won election. Gentlemen, this is it. This is the climate. This is why those assassination attempts was planned to kill me, to silence me. I have dug it out. We have it and we're sending it.
You have heard him. Nigerians, the choice is yours. Stand up for your rights or let this nonsense continue. Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So, don't go away.